The lowering of the Soviet flag for the last time symbolized the end of communist domination in a region that had 2 years earlier shaken off totalitarian governments made in the image of Moscow. A new era was born. Today's Europe has a markedly different face.
Der Mauerfall hat uns gezeigt.
The fall of the wall showed us that dreams can come true. Nothing has to stay as it is.
With those dreams, there has been disappointment and the realization that some countries were not fully ready to adopt the European Union's Western-style democratic systems.
A lot of those East European countries who wanted to go west to modernity, to democracy, to liberalism and prosperity. And we rather overdid it in the sense of the pace of the extension and the expansion.
Nations appeared to pass EU criteria on combating corruption, adopting the rule of law, and respect for rights like free speech. But now, some say the tests were not tough enough, and the West has lost leverage to change Soviet-style systems that were never replaced.
When you're in the queue, in the waiting room, you do put your laws right. You do try to fight corruption. Once you're in, there's not many incentives making great efforts. So I think Western Europe has a belt of unstable, authoritarian, security-first-minded East European states, the remnants of the old Soviet empire.
Russia in the 1990s concentrated on stabilizing itself and not on foreign policy. It was then, analysts say, that Europe had a chance to push through real reforms.
The last 25 years in Europe have been specifically a time when the European Union had a chance, without outside threats and outside pressure, to move the EU's agenda forward. And some people would say it's a missed opportunity because now we have immigration at the border, we have the Russians rising again, becoming more active in international politics and putting pressure on the EU.
The European Union today finds itself divided into what some call a two-speed Europe of highly developed original founding states in the West and newer, less developed members in the East, where the migrant crisis has fueled the rise of far-right nationalist movements and, some fear, new opportunities for Russia to exert influence. Luis Ramirez, VOA News, London.